there, and this is Kingoftryinit, always trying it, and this is my review on Cyberika. So far, so don't misunderstand. The game's gonna change. It's still quite new and stuff like that, even though it has been out a while, but it's not been out a while for the world and stuff like that. So what I will say though is, in Cyberika, what you're going to be really thinking and looking for are the best weapons, the best, lower kind of tier stuff, because the lower the rarity of the weapon, the better it is. So what's my review of the game? Now, because you're always looking for the highest number, but in the lowest weapon to make it cost effective for yourself, it's good and unique because in terms of weapons, that means that, it's kind of cool. You're not just getting this one ultimate weapon and then it just, it beats whatever. Like, you can just get the same type of weapon and then it will have different numbers on it. So that's kind of cool. So for weapons, I'll give him that. The only thing I'll say about the weapons is that it needs to be more energy types. At the moment, there's only energy pistols. There needs to be energy submachine guns, energy shotguns, stuff like that. You do have energy melee weapons, which is cool, but yeah, it's all right. So it's good. My second thing is the traveling and how it all works. Now, I love that they've gone for this completely new way of just traveling to the location. This is amazing, and you can manually control it, and you can speed up so you can manually get there faster. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. However, here's my issue. It's very tempting to use credits. It gets very boring very quickly, and it's not very innovative. It's like playing Leapfrog or something, but driving version. So it's okay. It's new and it's fresh, but it gets old very, very quickly. So the best thing I really can suggest for that is just they need to jazz it up a bit, give it more turns and times, and have a bit more things to do, or more cars you dodge, the more the time goes down if you're on the wrong side of the road. Something like that. I don't know. The system in terms of buying items. Now, buying items have gotten greatly better. You can get another kind of card or pharmacy card that unlocks better heals and stuff like that, and it's a great item. They've also added the ability to buy more than one. At the very, very long time ago, you could only buy one at a time, so they've made some really great leaps and bounds in that. In terms of the guns and armor, firstly, talking about the armor, you can now buy the materials to repair, which is amazing. Just being able to do it, and you can press 100 just to refresh it, just to see what you want. That's all really, really cool. I don't know about this green item down here being a pay to win only option. Personally, I would never pay that unless it's a guaranteed number. So for example, if the green weapon enhanced, it says it's actually 41, that'd be the only time I'd pay to win it. Otherwise, what's the point of paying that? Yes, it's 20, which is much cheaper than the pay to win shop itself, but I still don't see the point. It doesn't make me want to go for it. It makes me want to rather free to play find it instead. So in terms of the armor, in terms of the pay to win option there, it's a bit lame. It could be better, but yeah. Obviously weapons, same story again. Obviously you got another green weapon down there that is pay to win, obviously a bit more depending what it is. When you refresh as well, it doesn't refresh that pay to win weapon, which should really do that. But it is kind of cool that we're able to just get kind of handy materials that we really need now for our weapons and armor. So again, that's the same thing as before, and then obviously we can limitlessly refresh it and then just buy it again. That's really cool, really handy. Keep up the good work, really and truly. I can't really say much on that. I can't wait until we see more of these other stores come out, the plus 18 thing and all the kind of cyberpunk nature thing, because if this is going towards a certain audience, then that's generally going to be difficult because it also means that they're limiting the type of audience they can receive. Because if they are going to legit have some 18 plus content, it does mean that the kid audience, they'll be losing a lot of monetization or people for that. So unless they're just putting it there to, I don't know, just showboat it or showcase it, fair enough. But if they are literally going to go down that route, the game is going to blow up and going to be amazing. But let's hope they do that. Okay, so events. Now, events are really cool. The van raid and all that stuff. I've Zoe posted on my channel. If you haven't seen it already, just check it out. It'll be in the top right of the corner of the video. Hopefully, if I'm not slacking. They're good. They're great help of big bits of experience. But other than that, most of the time, none of the events are worth it. Absolutely none of the events. The only event I could say that is worth it is the illegal trader, because it gives you access to weapons that you have to, or the only way to pay to win it. Don't get me wrong, they have buffed the event for contract level 40 in the hardest zone that now drops generation 3 gear. So that's pretty amazing. If you've been lucky enough to get that, then that's awesome. I still don't know if it drops like submachine gun or anything like that. I've not seen that yet, but that's a great change. And at the moment for this game right now, this game is fully free to play for right now, as it is right this second. So for my review for this at the moment, that's really amazing, really good. It does make me wonder or worry a little bit for their monetization, which I'm going to talk about now. Monetization. Now, here's the issue with the monetization. They got great monetization where they've got like a thing that increases the inventory. And that's really, really cool. That's really, really cool that it exists and it allows you to get something like that. My problem with that is that it only lasts 1 day. And 1 day is too short. And if you die once as well, if you make a slight mistake or you disconnect for any reason and it happens not to be your fault, then that's another thing as well. Like, you lose it. And that just sucks. That just sucks. So even though they've got a clever monetization on standby, I think it should easily last more than 1 day, maybe go on for at least a week, and then still keep it 1 death, or keep it either 1 day, but then you get to die 3 to 4 times before you lose it. Either one of those, because I have to down market for that. That's not good. It's just going to anger people, and for any reason to upset or piss your audience is also an audience or a player not coming back. So at the end of the day, like, a player is effectively a paying customer. So you're going to make them feel good and like it, but at the same time, you don't want them to be really angry and frustrated and come across as Kafir being money hungry or whatever. So that's my thing about that for now. The only other thing that I will say is that I love the whole apartment setup, and hopefully we get some new things for that. The updates need to be much, much bigger. I know they're probably doing their best, but here's the thing. Making updates on new weapons, new areas are cool as well. But the thing is that it's following the same mistake as Kafir's game called Frostborn, where you've got 2 new areas, you do it, and then after you've done, that's it. The fun's already gone. And you don't want to make something super grindy because that's also not fun. So I don't mind people or games taking their time and creating. My review of the game so far is that Cyberika is fun. It's a fun one-player experience. I believe they plan to bring it out onto multiplayer. I can't wait until they start trying real hard to advertise on Twitch and YouTube and do all their type of marketing things they need to do. For now, if you're just starting out this game and you want to try it out, yep, it's great fun. It's hard. The one thing I want to give this game, or well, what I'm going to say to this game at the moment is I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And that's because there's a lot of stuff still missing from the game, and it's not finished, and you can't really give a game a high review for a game that's not finished. But what I will say is that when they start putting stuff in that we see in their adverts or their trailers, where there is cover fighting, there's shields, there's co-op, there's multiplayer, and there's all types of craziness going on in those trailers, then that's when you know, this game's gonna go to like 9 out of 10 or even higher. Might even break the 10 barrier and just go way beyond. All right. So I hope you enjoyed my review for today. Obviously, if you've got any thoughts or things that you like as well, or what you think the game is supposed to be like, or your own personal review, definitely comment below. And by commenting below, you're gonna, you know, you're kind of telling, you know, Kafir also at the same time how you feel about the game. Okay, so my final review is 6 out of 10. Obviously, we'll see what happens with their next update. I hope they listen, obviously, to my review or listen to other players like ourselves and do some major changes, do some bigger updates, something really like just highly just fun based on its own, just stuff like that. That's kind of what we want to see. So if we can get that, that'd be amazing. This is Kingoftryinit, always trying it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.